Most Amex Gold Card holders that don't spend a lot monthly feel that there aren't a lot of ways to get value from this card. Last year, I spent $30,000 on my Amex Gold Card, which averages out to be $2,500 a month. I'm going to show you the two main ways I get value from this card and how you can increase your monthly card spend without living above your means or going into debt. The first way that I get value from this card is from Amex Offers. I've had the Amex Gold Card for 3.5 years now and have earned $1,347 in statement credits and 3,018 points. Now, if you divide $1,347 by 3.5, you get $384, so I'm more than offsetting the annual fee just with Amex Offers alone. And one thing that often gets overlooked is the fact that a lot of Amex offers that you received are targeted towards you. For example, a year and a half ago, I was looking to take my first cruise with Norwegian. I went on the Norwegian website for the very first time, and the day later, I had an Amex offer where if I spent $1,000 on Norwegian, I would get a $200 statement credit, and I ended up using that offer. There was also another time where I visited a jewelry website, I think it was for Blue Nile, and the next day I had an Amex offer. I've redeemed Amex offers for oil changes, grocery store purchases, hotels and airfare, subscription services, live ticket events, anything you can think of, I've had an Amex offer for it. Sometimes instead of a statement credit, you'll get an additional 4 or 6 points per dollar on a purchase. I get those a lot for steakhouses like the Capitol Grill and Fleming's. I also recommend that you add all the offers to your card even if you don't have any plan to use them, because I think it helps you continuously get new offers. Now, moving on to me spending $30,000 last year, which I really do feel is on the low end. And if you're someone who is spending less than that on your Amex Gold Card, my advice is you really have to put every single thing that you buy on this one card. I do not use my debit card for a single thing. I think a lot of people are missing out on points because they're trying to play the credit card game and maximize the amount of points that they are earning, but that doesn't really work well in my opinion for low spenders, especially if you're doing it with two different issuers. It would be one thing if you had the Amex Gold Card and the Amex Platinum Card and all your points were going into one pool, but trying to divide $700 a month between your Amex Gold Card and your Chase card might do more harm than good. Believe it or not, you can actually take more than 4 round-trip flights with 75,000 points depending on where you live and your flexibility. Last year, I was able to travel once per month and I used points for about half of those trips. I got a round-trip flight to Barbados for 9,000 points, a round-trip flight to Chicago for 12,000 points, a round-trip flight to Miami for 8,000 or 9,000 points, and so many more examples like that. With 75,000 points for the whole year, you're probably not gonna fly business class a whole lot. You might be able to get one business class ticket for 60,000 points or miles, and that's only for one way. My advice for finding these deals is looking at the flight calendar on the airline's website so you can see the flights months in advance and see which date is the cheapest. And then you can plan your travel dates around when the cheapest time to fly is. I also highly recommend signing up for airlines' email list so that you can be notified whenever they are having an award sale. JetBlue has a lot of flash sales. I think last year they had one around every other month or every 3 months. It's March and they still haven't had one. Actually, I think they had one this year, but it's less frequent than last year. I know they're having financial problems. I really hope that they are able to work through that. All the JetBlue flights I booked last year were during flash sales. Delta often has sales where if you are using your miles to book a flight, you can get a slight discount, and the good news about this is that it's usually for international flights. The bad thing about this is you can usually get the same flight on another airline for a lot cheaper. For example, last year I booked a one-way ticket from Boston to London for 6,000 miles on Virgin Atlantic, and that same flight on Delta was about 30,000 miles. You can also use your points to book hotels, but I find that I get better value from just using them for flights, but that's really a personal decision. There are tons of people who use their points for hotels. If you find a flight for 20,000 points and you find a hotel for 50,000 points a night and you want to use all your points on that, then by all means be my guest. Now, I briefly touched on this earlier, but if you do want to increase your Amex Gold Card monthly spend, you really do have to put all your purchases on that one card, but also other purchases like emergencies, or if you're saving up for something and you finally have the money to buy it, don't pay cash or with your debit card, use your Amex Gold Card. For example, I usually have an amount that my statement balance hovers around, but I might have an emergency that month. Last year I had back-to-back emergencies and it was kind of crazy. So for example, I needed to buy a new refrigerator. That was $900. I had a $2,000 tax bill. My faucet and my sink ruptured. That was $1,500 to fix. Then I needed a new water heater. That was almost $2,000. And so I put all those purchases on my Amex Gold Card. So even if I'm really only spending $700, $800 a month, Life usually happens to all of us, and when it does, I make sure I pull out my Amex Gold Card. The trick to this though, at least for me, is having an emergency fund. If something happens to you and you can't afford to pay for it outright, the Amex Gold Card is really not the card you want to be carrying a balance on because the interest rates are just so high. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.